Welcome back to Guzzoline Garage. Today is another short video. We're going to quickly go through how to remove the bonnet on a Jaguar F-Type. I've got a couple of reasons for doing that. I need to repaint part of it because I crashed the car into my own garage, which was pretty stupid. I then repainted it badly and in the sunlight it's gone crazed and cracked, so it wants refinishing. And I've also, due to the way that I've designed this garage, I've done it for like most conventional cars where the bonnet opens forward, so the lamp is the wrong side. I'll show you that now. So with the bonnet up, it's really dark and dingy in the engine bay and you can't see at all, and that's because the lamp is the other side of it. Obviously the Jaguar bonnet opens backwards and that's a bit of a problem for me, so I need the light to be able to see, and it also restricts the access somewhat. So with the bonnet up on the F-Type then, we're looking at the right hand hinge assembly. You can see that we've got 4 fixing nuts there and a gas strut to contend with as well. These are just plastic covers over the top of the actual nuts there. Not dead sure what size they are. They look like they might be 12mm or something at the minute. We'll find out. And then if I just tilt the camera a bit. This is the other end of the gas strut, and I'll take you in for a slightly closer look. If we get a screwdriver blade and put it in this slot at the back of the gas strut here and prise this bar that goes around, that's like a little spring clip which holds onto the ball joint. So by prising that up and off, we should be able to release the ball joint on the gas strut and just pull it off and pop it off. They take a little bit of a knack to take off, but we'll do that last once we've got, I'm going to take probably 3 of those nuts out and just leave one securing it loosely. And then I'll get a glamorous assistant because the bonnet is obviously quite big and I don't want to damage it yanking it around by myself. So let's go and have a look at doing that then. Okay, so we've left this top corner stud in, this nut rather, on there, just to keep it retained for now, but you can probably see that the bonnet is starting to come away from the hinge. There's a gap now at the back here. So before we pop the top off the gas struts and take those out of the way, I'm just going to put a load of rags and curtains and old dust sheets and bits and bobs around the front edge of the bumper and around the front edge of the bonnet, so that when me and my glamorous assistant lift it off, we don't chip the front edge of the bonnet or the bumper, and we don't scrape or gouge anything with these studs either. And then we're going to try and just walk it up and over towards the roof of the car, and we'll just leave it plonked on the roof while we work on the engine. And that should keep it out of harm's way, and it should give me a bit more light and a bit more access. So you can see we've wrapped up the front end nicely there to avoid any scuffs or damage, and I've also covered the roof of the car in old curtains and blankets as well. So looking at the top of the gas strut then, you can see the little groove I mentioned earlier. So we've got a small flat blade and we're just going to try and prise that out. And you can see that the spring clip has come out there. I'll probably just take it out of the way to avoid losing it if I can, like that. And and then with a little bit of a tap, this strut should pop off the ball joint like that. You can drop the strut out of the way. So with one gas strut removed and dropped down out of the way, what it's worth noting at this point, as I've just learnt the hard way, is that one gas strut is not enough to support the bonnet. So we've put this wooden batten in instead, just to take the weight while we take the second one out. Same again, I've just removed the little spring clip entirely, because otherwise they tend to ping off into the depths of oblivion and you don't find them ever again. And that's the second strut off and out the way. And the bonnet hasn't fell off and decapitated me, which is great. So just the two little nuts now that we've left in to retain it to remove, and then I'll get my glamorous assistant and we'll lift the bonnet out of the way. So we've got the far hinge out of the way, if you can see that, and I'm just going to try and drop this hinge as well. The hinges are on a bit of a cantilever, so they're not a simple straight up and down. They actually swing the bonnet sort of rearwards and up at the same time. So we're going to try and remove that nut, but it's a little bit precarious on that wooden support, so we'll see if it claps me in the head or not. So now we've got both hinges out of the way. The only thing really supporting it is the wood. And I think it's time to call over my assistant. So there you go, that's the difference. That's out of the way. We've folded the hinges flat, which was actually really helpful because it was a bit fiddly with the cantilever action of them. And then we've literally just picked it up and planked it on the roof of the car where it fits nicely, and it's out the way. It's not going to get damaged up there because I'm not doing anything else with the rest of the car at the minute. And now I've got loads of light and loads of space to work on the engine. Brilliant. So thanks very much for watching. Hopefully that one was useful to you. Again, just a short one. Please do like, comment, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. If you've got any questions or if you've got any ways you would have done it better, please do let me know. I'll try and get back to all of you, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.